Okay, we're going to continue working through this booklet now. So what I want you to do is answer these questions. So, in how many months was the lava production over 1,000 and that should be 100. Okay. So, it's above it in, see, January, then it's February, so it's above it in May, so that's 1 month. It's above it in August, that's 2 months, and it's above it in November, that's 3 months. So 3 months. What is the range? Range is biggest, take away smallest. The biggest value is here, which works out, it looks about 220. The smallest value is there, which looks about 30. So if you subtract the two, it's 190. How much was in mid-June? So there's June, and I would say that's about 80 or 90. So let's go for 85. What is the total amount of lava in May? So that, if we go for 175, it's hard to read it accurately. July is 75, and November would be about 220. So if you add those up, so it's 175, add 75, add 220 to give you 470. When was the greatest rise in lava? When did it go up the steepest, basically, is what it's asking. And I think it's the steepest in that one, that between April and May. You may think between September and November, that's okay. Either or. So I'll go April to May. In which 2 months did it have the same amount of lava? Now let's have a wee look. We're looking for the same value across each of these. It looks like these 2 months. So that's March and July. Now it's quite hard to read this graph. So if you're not fully getting it, don't worry too much about it. Total amount of lava for the year, we'll not worry about that because it is quite hard to read. You might read it slightly different to me. Okay, let's look at this one. What is the lowest temperature on the chart? -3 degrees centigrade. By how much did the temperature decrease in the first hour? It started at 4 and it went down to 2. So it's 2 degrees. At what time did it reach freezing point? That's when it's at 0. So about 6:15 p.m. How far did the temperature drop between 4 and 10? So it started at 4 degrees and it went down to -3, so it dropped 7 degrees. Estimate the temperature at 7:30. So in there, I would guess about -1.2 or something like that would be fine. F, we can't just see that exactly, so we'll just go on to part G. How long was the temperature below 0? So it was below 0 from 6:15 right through to 10 o'clock. So 6:15 p.m. to 10 p.m. would be fine. And which hour did it fall 2 degrees? Well, it fell 2 degrees between 4 and 5. So 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Number 3 now. Estimate the length of the shadow at 3:30. So we're about there. Sometimes it's quite nice just to draw in the wee graph, but you don't have to do this. So 3:30 is here, so it's looking about 130 centimetres. Estimate a time when it was 180. So it looks about 9:30-ish. Don't be too particular with your answers there, because it's only a wee rough graphs. Here's a long jump. Steve jumped 315. So he would be in this category somewhere. Only 2 people jumped further than me. Not necessarily, because there's 12 people in this category and we don't know their exact times. So could he be correct? He might be correct if everybody in here was under 3:15, but it'd be wrong if everybody in here was above 3:15, so you just can't tell. Now, the median is the middle at 275. It's going to be in this category somewhere. So I have got a lot under and very few above. So how is she not correct? Because more are under than above, and the median should be in the middle. Number 5. An advertisement lasts 25 seconds. Use your graph to see how much cheaper it is in the daytime than in the evening. So in the daytime, it's about $5.50. And in the evening, it's about $1,100. So how much cheaper is it? 1100 minus 550 is 550. An advertisement was shown in the daytime and the evening. The total cost was 1200. How long was the advertisement in seconds? So if you just look here, trying to pick two, which adds to 1200. These two add to 900, 700, and 350 is too much. You want the total cost to be 1200. So let's see. Oh, sorry, 700, and that would be too low. So let's go up again. 800 and 400. There, it's there. 800 and 400, so it's 15 seconds. So it's 15 seconds, as would cost you 800 plus 400. They're all going to be graphs to read, so don't be too worried about these. The average, what's this now? This is a graph for the German Shepherds, the 35. The average mass of an adult is 35. Use both pieces of information to summarise how they grow. Okay, so you can say the growth is very rapid until they're about 6 months, and then they grow just not as fast, and then they stop growing when they reach 35. So it's just wee general sentences there I'm looking for. Question 9. So we've got 150 people. The chart shows taken at different times. You want to work out when 2/3 are still walking. So let's work out 2/3 of 150. So divide by 3 and times by 2. So you want 100 people still walking. Okay. Now, 150 start off, and you want 100 people still walking. So you're going to go down to here, because that means 100 are still walking. Okay, and there's 50 left. So that's about 2:30. Quite a difficult one there. At 3 o'clock, there should be about 40 people. Okay. Number 8. I'll talk you through number 8. I'm not overly concerned about it, but I'll just show you the graph. In 20 minutes, a beginner is in this section, goes 500 words. Elementary goes 500 to 700. Intermediate goes 700 to 1000. Joe's level is intermediate. How many should she expect to be able to do? Between 700 and 1000. So she is 700 to 1000 in there. And Kath's typing speed is 30 words a minute. What level is her? We'll leave that one out. We'll just go on over the page and we'll see this one. Dollars is a solid line, euros is a dashed line, and £70. So 50, 60, 70 pounds is in here. And it is the same as 84 euros. So let's see what it is in dollars. We're up here, and I think that is $105. Each of those are going up in fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. $120. Now, where's $120? Let me just see if I could get a wee ruler here to make it a bit easier. So that's 105, 10, 15, $120 is here. How many pounds is that? Just use my wee ruler to help me there. So 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80 pounds. And that's us.